right, so I got that political reading all done. Now we're going to move into something completely different. So as of the date of recording, it is Thursday, the 12th of September. Tomorrow, we get Friday the 13th. Ooh, spoopy. And we're also getting a full moon, which is pretty exciting. I think it's is that a harvest moon? It's supposed to be a very pretty, or is it a blood moon? Anyways, it's supposed to be a very pretty color, very nice big full moon. And I was on Pinterest, looking around on there, as one does. And I kind of came across a really cool tarot spread. I don't remember who created it, so I'm sorry I can't really credit you, but I'm not saying I made it myself, so there's that. But there was somebody who created a full moon tarot spread, and I really want to try it out. So I'll lay the cards. Woo! And then I'll show you guys what's up. All right, so the first thing in the spread is releasing. So things to be letting go of this cycle, because during the full moon, that's the time where you make the intention to let things go. And you release your, maybe your older plans. Doesn't mean you cancel all your plans and stuff, but it's just like you release any resistance that you have to things that you want to manifest, things you don't want to manifest. You just got to release your resistance and stuff. And that's kind of what these cards are saying. So to release this full moon cycle or this lunar cycle, insecurity, and like new thing, change, end of one cycle, beginning of another cycle. So what this is telling me, things to be letting go of in your life right now is the fear of new things. Let go of the fear of new things. Let go of the insecurity. Am I going to be able to make this work? Is this a good idea? Was it worth it? Whatever it is you're trying to manifest. Now, 2, retaining. What to hold close to you. These ones got a little bit interesting. I'll show you what we got and then we can figure it out. So first I got the devil. I got working. And I got strength. And I thought, you know, why would we want to be holding on to like the devil and stuff like that? But it sort of makes sense to me. What is going on here with the work and the strength, it's like you have the strength to work through your problems. So what you need to hold on to is this inner strength and remembering that you have the strength to deal with what it is that you need to be dealing with. Now, a couple of readings have told me that, especially for the month of September 2019, that for some people, a lot of old hurts and old traumas are going to come up, and that's what this devil is talking about. A lot of old hurts are going to come up, a lot of bad memories. Some people, I know this sounds a little bit extreme, but this is something I'm getting intuitively, and anyways, some people might be facing PTSD triggers. Okay, I'm not saying that to frighten anybody or, you know, to make you feel like you're just subject to this, you know, the illness that has developed from the stuff you went through. The reason it's coming up is so that you can acknowledge it and be like, you know what, and validate yourself too. Be like, you know what, I really was hurt. And now we're able to see these things from a different perspective. So it's like, you know, it was really wrong what this person did to me, but I think I now understand what was going on inside of them to make them act this way. Or it's like, you know, if you just seeing it from a different way. Anyways, what we need to be holding on to is just the fact that we have the strength to work through our problems. And just remembering that we will heal. We will heal. That's the reason all this stuff is coming up, so that we can heal. That's just something to remember, to hold on to. So, number 3, receiving. What is coming into your life, well, soon, with this full moon? What's sort of coming into your life? Well, 3 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, 7 of Pentacles. So, just kind of got to think this one. Listen to these cards. What are these telling me? It's kind of going along with what to hold close to, what to still hold on to. Well, so what's coming, what's beginning, it's very similar to how we had the devil, the working and the strength, having the strength to work through what it is that is, you know, bedeviling you. Now what's coming, this reminds me of, it's like an agreement between you and your spiritual guides. You, your higher self. So your higher self being like the part of you that stays in the spirit realm, the part of you that kind of like stays in heaven, and then your spirit, your guides, your angels, the ones that are helping you through your life and helping you on this path. Queen of Swords reminds me of like a brutal truth or like a harsh truth. And then evaluation. So what is that telling me? It's telling me that your guides, your higher self, your loved ones in spirit are already aware of the fact that they're going to be bringing up, or at least allowing, like we had talked about earlier, old hurts to come up. And seems like harsh truths, but maybe why it's considered a harsh truth is just because it's like the truth is, you need to heal, you need to evaluate what like these memories, what it was that you went through, kind of like evaluate sort of where you are on your healing journey. And I mean, okay, the healing journey, it's one that can go on and on and on and on, but it's just like where you're at right now. And maybe it's just harsh because, I mean, it hurts when we have these old memories come up. Like for instance, I had a PTSD trigger a couple of nights ago. I was able to talk to my dad and be able to work things out, and he was able to help me feel better and whatever, and I was fine afterwards. But I went home and I had told my boyfriend about it, and we talked it through. Well, what was it that caused you to feel triggered? Okay, so it was this and this and this that happened or that I saw. Okay, well, the reason it's coming up is because there was a part of you that had been really hurt by the thing it was that is the reason I had a PTSD trigger. And now I had the opportunity, when I was talking it over with my boyfriend and when I was talking it over with my dad too, I had the opportunity to sort of see that situation in a different way and see it as, I'm a lot stronger than I thought I was. Or like, I'm trying to explain this without talking about the situation, because I don't feel like it's appropriate to talk about it on camera. But anyways, just my point is I had the opportunity to look at that thing that triggered me, and the memories that came back, flooding back, these painful memories that came flooding back once that trigger happened. I actually was able to sit down and think these things out, see a lot of these situations differently. It was like, well, when I got really hurt by whatever, it's like, it wasn't because I deserved it. It wasn't because I had done anything wrong. And at that time, I didn't know that I was being hurt so badly. It was something that is sort of caught up with me after I was out of that situation. And so, of course, once I was able to get the worry, the anxiety out of my system, I was able to, go on my phone, watch silly videos and laugh. And seriously, I found something that was it was one of those things that is so stupid that it's hilarious. And I was like crying. I had tears going all over my face because I was laughing so hard. And it was just that release of all of the pent up anxiety and worry and fear that had come up after that trigger happened. So it's always for our highest and best good when we're able to work these things out in ourselves, or with help from a loved one you trust, or with help from a professional. So anyways, I'm just saying that's what's going to be beginning for a lot of people. It's this healing is going to be really, really kick-started. And for some, it's going to be just fine. For a lot of you, it's going to be just fine. Hi, kitty cat. Look at that. Here we go. I started talking about my anxiety and triggers and stuff, and Stevie knows what's up. She knows when she needs to lighten the mood a little bit. All right. So, yeah, like I was saying, for a lot of you people that are watching this, your healing and stuff that's going to come in it's going to be really, really good. And there are a lot of people who are fortunate enough not to have some really serious bad memories or some really traumatic things that they experienced. And so there are still going to be some smaller things to heal from. And so that's always good. But I'm just saying for others, there are going to be big things that are going to come up and want to be healed. And that's always for our highest and best good. All right. You're laying on my next... Oh, I know I shouldn't hold you like that. You're laying on my next bunch of cards, kitty cat. Well, where were we now? All right, so I remember where we were now. Number 4, surroundings. How the world around you is affecting you right now. Okay, so first of all, for some, there's a little bit of conflict. So for some people, something else that is going to be starting is something else. Like we had this Queen of Swords and evaluations and stuff. So not just painful memories for some people, but for other people, truth about it's maybe you need to reevaluate what crowd that you kind of move with, what kind of people you surround yourself with. the kinds of things that you're always watching on TV, the kinds of media that you're always consuming. All right, I'll let you sit over there, kitty cat. But for the most part, your surroundings, they seem to be really good, because we have this, like, energetically what's going on in your surroundings. It's motivating you towards creating something new, and just sort of like this new beginning, this new, how do I explain that? Okay, yeah, so like creation, new beginnings, new developments, and then we have the Ace of Swords, which is like energetic shift. We're learning truths. We're becoming very empowered with help from spirit. And what's surrounding you, I guess, energetically, is like the powers that are leading to this. So maybe it's that you have been trying to manifest something new lately, like a new job, or trying to manifest a romantic relationship, or trying to have a baby, or whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. It seems like your surroundings now, because life on earth is not perfect, there are some times and some people we have to really reconsider, should I be hanging around them? Is their energy going to create, good changes? Is the energy I'm currently in going to create good things? But for the most part, yes, there are a lot of good things coming, because you are surrounded in the energies, of, like I said, your creation. That's, some people call it God, source, universe, whatever, creation. It's everywhere, it's everything, it's everyone. And truth, spiritual truth is everywhere. You just have to look for it, and you just have to ask for it. Now, next thing is giving. What to be giving to others in this time period, this, like, between this full moon and the next. All right, I need to lift you off my cards again, girlfriend. Yes, big cat. Oh, yes, you're a big girl. Okay. First one is honesty. You need to be giving people your honesty and your integrity. King of Swords, that's one of my cards for... In political readings, it's my Robert Mueller card. And the reason that is because, like, this is the card that talks about honesty, integrity, and like the rule of law and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just, this is what we should be giving to other people. And here's like going off on a new course of action, or a new kind of adventure journey, and the Magician being like, you are a strong manifestor, you're a strong creator, you have everything you need. So what are these two saying? Well, first of all, give our honesty to people, give the most truthful parts of ourselves, and just be as truthful as possible with people whenever we can. And then encouragement. These two are telling me encouragement. So because Spirit is telling us that we have everything we need to be able to do what it is we want to do, and to do what it is that we, or to have what it is that we want to create what it is that we want to have. That's what I mean. And sort of giving people the encouragement to be like, you want to go do that thing? Go. Like, you're not going to know until you try. Just giving people that, encouragement, and just sort of helping them to remember how powerful that they really are. And now, our last thing, the lesson. What is a life lesson that we should be learning at this point? All right, I'll show you what I have, and then of course we'll figure it out together. Page of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Three of Wands, King of Wands. So what's all this then? The Page of Cups is one of my cards for like this childlike joy or this real simplicity. And then my Six of Pentacles, this is like my give and take, my giving support and receiving support. So it just, there's a couple of things going on here. So one, having like a childlike faith, not just like in, well, God or whichever deity that it is that you love and honor, but also having this simple sort of faith in yourself and like this really simple faith that like, I'm taken care of. Yeah, I'm taken care of. I am cared for. The universe has my back. My guardian angels, my guides, they have my back. And then we're also learning about helping others and just remembering to maybe give a little more of our time to other people who are in need, being able to give. It doesn't have to be like donating financially, although some people are able to do that and that's awesome. Some people are able to donate their time or their skills. So it's like, oh, you know, like I can help you. Like say it's somebody at work. It's like, oh, you're really struggling with this task and I know how to do it. So I'll show you how to do it so that next time, you know, it'll be a lot easier for you. And something else is like just sort of giving what you have and helping out in the best way that you can. Helping out in the way that feels best to you. And I'm getting that you know in your heart already what it is that you like to do to help others. And it's just, Spirit is just saying, keep doing that. What's coming in the future, that's why we got Three of Wands. What's coming in the future is that we're going to be standing in our authority. And this is also another card of, of kind of like of creation, but this is like the king. It's like I don't really want to use the word master, but it makes sense in this example, like being the masters of our own universes. So being the master of our own creations, being able to take that responsibility for our lives, our healing, especially taking responsibility for our healing. And that's also why a lot of these hurts and stuff in the past are going to keep coming up, is just so that we can just realize like, okay, I am not a powerless victim. I have the right and the ability and the spiritual protection and guidance. I have the strength now. I'm taking authority over this situation. I'm taking authority over my healing. And I'm going to do what is best for me. And that's kind of, so there was about 1, 2, 3 lessons here, which is kind of cool. So just to recap, having like a very simple faith, childlike faith that everything is going to work out fine, everything's going to be okay. And then, you know, helping others in the best way we can and helping ourselves as we heal and as we keep going through this life journey. And, you know, what's on its way in the future, should you choose to accept it and invite it into your life, is this newfound like confidence, because you have taken authority over your life and your healing, and you've taken authority over your story. So let's see. I think I got everything. I'm just going to quickly check over my notes. Yeah. All right. I think that was everything. That was me trying out a new to me spread that I found. I cannot remember the person who created the spread. If I find what your name was, I'll like put it in the comments or in the description or something like that. But anyways, you guys, that's what we can come to expect, the kinds of lessons that are going to be coming with this Friday the 13th spoopy full moon. All right.